Hey guys, gals, thanks for watching Average Doug Outdoors. You could have tuned in anywhere on YouTube, but you decided to click on this one. I really appreciate it. It's cold outside, deer season's over with, so what do? We're going to make us some deer jerky. Not just plain old deer jerky, but slap ya mama deer jerky. And it is good. What can I say? But it is good. I like it where it's got that sweet taste to it, and then it's got that salt, you know, where you bite into it and the first thing you want to do is just kind of suck that salt right out of it, you know. And it's got that little bit of tang there and all that kind of stuff. So it's a good jerky, and you'll find out your friends really like it and they'll want this recipe. The recipe is very simple. It's very easy to do. Okay, we're going to use a dehydrator, but if you don't have a dehydrator, then it's no problem at all. You can always do this in the oven by putting it on the racks and things like that. And you got to have it with air flows all the way around it. But you can put it in the racks, turn your oven on about 165, somewhere around there, 150, you know, just low, and crack the door and let the heat just take over from there, and it will circulate around. But anyway, you know, everybody claims that they got the best absolute recipe there is. I don't say this is the best one, but I do say it's a good one. And it is a good basic where you can start and then start adding the spices that you like, that your taste bud likes, and share it with your friends. Keep watching. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure and like and subscribe if you do like this video, and smash that bell icon for updates, because we're going to be doing more recipes this year, and just keep watching. Okay. Now this is what I got all my ingredients out here. First thing I want to show you is this dehydrator. This is a pretty nice little dehydrator. Matter of fact, I purchased this thing online on Sears.com. It said it was originally $600 and some odd, and magically they had it on sale for $33. What do you think? I don't think it's $600 and something, but anyway, it's got the simple on-off button right here, and then you can adjust for your temperature and all that, and then it naturally blows air all around everything. But what I like about this particular item is it has so many trays, and you can put a lot of stuff on each of these trays right here. I kind of figured it out. It's equal to about 2 oven racks, and I like using the dehydrator. It just makes things a whole lot quicker. However, you can use your oven. If you don't have a dehydrator, it's very simple. You just don't put it on sheets, cookie sheets and things like that. You can just put it across your little grills and things that are in there, and then turn it on about 165, crack the door open, and that allows the air and the heat to go around. So anyway, this is the one that I have right here, and it's done a pretty good job so far. I cannot complain. So anyway, I wanted to show you that. Now, one of the problems that I did have whenever I ordered this from Sears.com was it took them 2 months to ship it. And they sent me an email and said, oh yeah, it's been shipped and you're going to receive it by a certain time. It never showed up. So I had to go back and forth with email, and finally I had enough. You know, they said, oh well, it'll be shipped as soon as it's available and all this. And then all of a sudden I get a email that says, how did you enjoy your thing? Well, I finally got hold of a person, and I told them, you know, here, you've already sent me a thing and all that, and an email that I was supposed to receive it, and I haven't seen hide nor hair of it. So anyway, I told them just go ahead and cancel the order. Well, what ended up happening is the next day it arrived at my house. So anyway, you know, I sent them a message back and I told them I did receive it and I made sure I paid for it and all that stuff. And then UPS, of all things, leaves this in an abandoned house down the street, and they don't even put it underneath the eave. Instead, they stick it out in the rain so it gets rained on. So anyway, nice. It was wrapped up real nice and all that, but it's a good one. So I can't complain. Just a mix up along the way. So if they would have shipped it through FedEx or post office, it would have got to my place, but UPS is UPS. Okay, let's get rid of this thing. Now, this is what's for dinner, folks, and that is that we have a nice sharp knife and we have 2 pieces of backstrap. It doesn't take a whole lot to make a lot of jerky, okay? And then we'll have a bowl where we'll put our meat in. This will be our mixing container for all of our ingredients. So what ingredients do we have? Well, first of all, we have soy sauce. Second, we have Worcestershire sauce. Third, honey. Then we have a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of onion powder, some coarse black pepper, and a little bit of red flake pepper, because everybody's got to have a little heartburn. And then the last ingredient that I'm using is this called Slap Your Mama. Slap Your Mama is really a good thing. There's a lot of salt in it and stuff like that. So, you know, we want to kind of be careful about how much salt that we put in the thing. You can put too little salt. But I don't like to end up with heartburn and things like that. So these are my ingredients right here, and we'll basically go over all the stuff. You don't have to get these particular brands on stuff. You know, I mean, it is what it is. So let's get rid of this stuff. We'll put it aside. Can't go wrong with just good old natural honey anyway. Oh yeah, brown sugar too. We're going to put some brown sugar on there. Now, I have, first thing you always do, wash your hands. Keep your hands always clean, always looking good. Okay, let me zoom in on this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to cut me basically some 1/8 inch strips. We'll start getting by these little tail pieces. Now, meat will cut a whole lot better if it's cold. Matter of fact, you can take this and put it in the freezer and kind of harden it up a little bit, and it might make it a whole lot easier to cut these strips. But we want to make sure that we get them good straight and all of them about the same thickness, about 1/8 inch or so. If you don't do that, then what it will end up happening is that as you're cooking it, you'll have to go in there and select some and then leave the rest to cook a little bit more and then select some more and all that. And basically, I'd rather just have it all done at one time, you know. Good sharp knife. I'm going to take these and put it in my bowl. And we're going to wash this again before we start mixing it up. Now, some people, depend on how they want to do it. Some people will cut against the grain, some people will cut it with the grain, some people will cut cross section to the grain. You know, that's up to you. There's no magic behind it. So anyway, we'll get these cut up and then we'll come back and do our mix. Keep watching. All right. Got my meat all cut up here. And this is a small batch, okay? Usually I can fill up this size right here. This is probably a 9 by 9 or 9.5 by 3.5 container right here. And you can fill it up with meat, and it would do great on my dehydrators. But this is a small batch. So, and the reason I'm doing a small batch is because I owe a lot of people some jerky, and I want to make sure this recipe's good. First thing I want to do, now I don't measure. The reason I don't measure is because it all depends on how much meat you're using. Got some light brown cane sugar. Dark brown's fine. You don't have to have light brown. And we're going to put some cane sugar in there. Now, I don't have to put a whole lot, because we are going to use some honey too. A little bit of soy sauce. Now I'm going to use a little bit more soy sauce than I do Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire is there to give it a little kick, you know, a little kick. Have that kind of spice all in there mixed up. There we go. Get our honey. That's quite a bit of sugar content. By the time you got your sugar, your honey, and all that in there. Now I just dashed me a little bit of this garlic powder in there. I like that. A little bit of onion powder. About like that. Black coarse pepper. Go just a little bit heavy on the black coarse pepper. I want to feel that hot. And the same with these red pepper flakes. That's one of them you bite into, it makes you go. And finally, Slap Your Mama. Now, Slap Your Mama has a pretty good bit of salt in it. So we're going to make this thing a salty, sweet taste. So I'm going to add to it pretty good. I hadn't checked the ingredients, but I'm sure it's got onion and a little bit of garlic and all that stuff. There, that should do it. Next, we stir it up. Alright. We stir it up real good. Well, it smells good. I want to make sure all those ingredients are dissolved in there. Make sure that honey is thinned out with everything. And that brown sugar's all thinned out. And it will give us almost a sugary mix. I'll do is I'll give just a little sample, taste it a little bit. Make sure it's what we want. Okay, I'll kind of mix it around there. Yeah, it's just about dissolved up. You can feel it on the bottom. Yep, sweet, got a salty taste to it. Got that little bit of kick in there. I'm going to just add just a little bit more Worcestershire. About like that. Okay. Now we take our meat, we dump it in here, and we stir it in, mix it up real good. Make sure it all gets covered up. All you got to do is just give it a little bit of taste. Now you have to realize that once you start cooking it, or you put it in the dehydrator and stuff, you're going to lose some of that taste. So we might do something a little extra before we put it in the dehydrator. Okay. It's all mixed in there. Take my saran wrap or stretchy wrap. And I cover it. Now, we're going to leave this covered up. We're going to let it marinate either overnight or 24 hours, whichever one. It's up to whatever. But by overnight, it should be in the meat very well, and we'll be ready to put it in the dehydrator tomorrow. Okay? So for the time being, we just wait till tomorrow. Keep watching. Okay, it's been overnight. Matter of fact, it's been probably about 10, 12 hours since we made this. Now what we do is we just take it out and set it on a paper towel. What you want to do is just kind of soak just the excess off the top. So we just put it right here, like so. See, these makes good little chunks. Now this stuff right here
the Slap Your Mama. You can buy it about anywhere. Of course, they got everything on Amazon. You know, you can buy it there. Walmart carries it. Academy Sports. I think Target carries it. Or you can buy it online from slapyourmama.com, and that's SLAPYAMAMA, and it's a good seasoning, not only just for this but for about anything. Made in Louisiana. And it's got, you know, onion flavor and all that kind of stuff in it. But all we did was just kind of spice it up a little bit more. Now the whole idea behind this is you want to kind of dab this stuff off. And we got the sweet taste down inside the meat. But we're going to put a little bit more of this seasoning on top of it. You can also get this stuff, and it comes with the color is reversed. It has yellow up at top and red on the bottom down here. And that is for some real hot stuff. But I'm not much on hot. Now then, you take your other paper towel and you just dab it. Just kind of blot it dry. Not real dry. Just like so. Now I'm only going to take this and sprinkle it kind of liberally. Only on one side. You can do both sides. Just a nice easy coating. And it's got, of course, the black pepper on it, and it's got those red onion flakes, and that will give it, it's a little bit of a hot kick. Then we take this out and lay it on our trays. And of course, we washed our hands now. Important to keep things clean. See, it covers these trays. You get it, trays will, you can get a pretty good bit on these trays here. Got that long piece, I can put it right here. Alright, let's check this thing out now. I've got it sitting on about 155 here. It's been about an hour and a half. Smells really good. Oh yeah, it's getting that leathery look to it. Still a little soft. Now, what you want your jerky to be pliable, but you also want that leathery look to it. See how that's got the red pepper flakes in it? I'm going to try that one. See how it does. But it needs to cure a little bit more.
let's see how this thing tastes. Oh my goodness. That is so good. Little sweetness in there. Really could have took a little bit more sweetness and been fine. It's got just a little bit of a kind of a spicy hot taste to it, you know, just a little. But man, that salt, boy, that's good. I would rate that right up there, near perfect store-bought. Good recipe. Good recipe. You can't go wrong with this recipe. They'd really like it. So anyway, that's how you do it. And it's a very simple thing to do. It doesn't cost a whole lot of money because this stuff lasts for a long time. And you don't have to use deer meat. You can use any type of meat that you want to. But if you do use deer meat, you can use just about any part of the deer that you want to. So it's worth every bit of it. And now I'm going to have to make a big batch because all the people at work, they're wanting a little of this. Everybody wants beef jerky. Pretty soon they eat your whole deer with beef jerky. But hey, you know, it's there for everybody, not just for us. So anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Try this recipe. Really, I invite you to try it. And kind of, you know, once you do it, you kind of mess with it the way you want to. Really, you know, we put a lot of sweet into it. I think it could have used a little bit more, but man, that's good. I just can't get over it. Finally got it right on it. So anyway, that's where we're at. And I'd like to hear your comments, but be sure and try it out and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.